Howdy all, Nimby here. This morning we're going to be doing up a red ant. AK fish right on the ball. I'm going to start off by putting a, yeah, first one in, mate. Just grab my glasses here one sec. Okay, so we're just going to do a thread base all the way back in red. Since this is a red ant. Most of the fly is actually red, surprisingly. So we're going to stop that thread just in the middle of the point. Hey, happy birthday. Cool. Oh, I'm completely honored for you to spend some of your birthday with me. That's really cool. Hopefully it's starting off good for you. And it's cool you get a day off school. Anytime you get a day off school is a good day. We're just going to be taking a red rooster neck for the tail. And basically like our working body length like we got there, so we'll tie most of this in. We want a little bit less than a gap for thickness. Basically we just want a shock of red shooting out the back. We don't want anything crazy. That's cool. I appreciate that. Thank you for spending part of your birthday with me. It means a lot to me. Don't have any birthdays in the family for a bit now. We have most of ours around November, so I have a little bit of a respite. Morning, Jack Pepper. Just getting rid of the wispy ends of the rakish part there, and I'm just going to tie the rest in. Trying to bind it down fairly well and keep it even, because our next part is going to be tying in some well, we're going to be tying in some red floss after this. The first part's actually some peacock micro chenille. You can do different flavors. You can just actually use peacock. If you got some nice poofy peacock, you can use that as well. We got different colors and different flavors. I might try some of this kind of brown as well. Thank you. I think this one might be just a little on the light side, so we'll see. Maybe I'll get one done up. Maybe we'll try that. Maybe we won't. Okay, I'm just gonna pull off a little bit of the tinsel off this so we get the thread bare. We only need a couple wraps of this, really. We're just making a small butt. probably taking up the space of my butt from the tying in that tail. So I'm just going to get that in there real nice. Bring it up and we'll end it right about there. So just a little bit of ways away from the end of the point. Should be fine. I'm going to give this a good spin though so we get a nice even. It is a little bit on the flat side. Fingers are having trouble doing the spinny spin. 1 second. Trying here. Why don't you want to spin? Come on. For whatever reason, the front part there just doesn't want to twist. There we go. There you go. You're on your way, man. That's what it's all about. Remember, it's like a treadmill. There's no like end to those numbers, right? So be proud of every single one you get. There's no I win button. Once you get your 1,000 subs and your watch time, you're pretty much done as far as the actual numbers go and what they end up giving you, right? But all that being said, the only one at that finish line is yourself. So be proud of every sub you get, every like. They're all real people on the other side of that. We all started at 50 subs. Every one of us. Okay, so we just want like a little green butt poof like that. That's more than enough. This pattern is actually from like 1967. A bunch of steelhead fishers were wanting something that was a little different than a Royal Coachman. They came up with this pattern. So I really don't think they would have been using micro chenille. They probably would have just been using a really densely tied peacock there. But we have the micro chenille, and that's what my list calls for, so that's what we're using. There you go. Yeah, K-Fish is working his way up there. You should be able to do your lives now. Yeah, you can do your lives now. What am I doing here? Now we're gonna do some red floss. It's just a single strand floss. If you want to fight with a 4-strand, you're welcome to. I don't see why you couldn't use a nice bright red poly yarn or something like that on this too. So we'll get a good chunk here, because we're gonna eat that up pretty good. There we go. Always fighting to find that little notch in the spool that you can. Yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good weekend. I'm gonna tie this in all the way up here. I think the body would be a little more robust with like a poly yarn, but it does call for a It does call for a floss, so we're going to use a floss. And there we go. Although, on that note, it's not like ants are really that thick, so I'm going to build this up probably 3 times. We're going to go all the way to the end, all the way back, and all the way back again. Just to give it a little bit of depth. And I'm just going to hand wrap. I'm not going to bother with the rotary. Although once I get all the way there and all the way back and all the way there again, I might be regretting that decision, but we'll see how it goes. I think a little like black ultra wire or silver would actually make this body really pop well. Hey Luca. Hey Gigi. Hey Rob, good to have you in. Yeah, the 3-layer for that body actually worked out well. I'm not unhappy with that. That's okay. That actually went pretty good. We're gonna leave a bodkin width up front here so we got room for a wing. Could probably go a little closer than that, but there you go. It's K-Fish Pro's birthday today too, so say happy birthday, everyone. And I'm super honored that K-Fish is gonna spend a bit of his birthday with us this morning. Appreciate that, mate. A couple wispy bits there, but well, I don't think I'm gonna worry about it. I'll just throw down a little thread base here and back. Yeah, happy birthday, mate. Hey, it's Wee Man. Did anyone figure out how to shoot your? Oh, the basket must be that green thing up top there. Okay. I wonder if I can move the basket. Nope, apparently not. Okay, I'm going to. Yeah, I think that game's either not set up properly or kind of broken. I'll have to spend some time to see if I can get it working. Oh, here, let me spawn some stars for you guys. Anyone that wants to jump can jump. Boop, 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 boop. There you go. Yeah, I don't think it's working, K-Fish. I'm sorry. Like I said, I haven't fully set it up yet. I'm sure I got to put in some extra commands and stuff. But when I got time to do some coding, I'll fix it up. Okay, so on the wing on this, it calls for black or dark brown. Bucktail. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, I know I just spawned a bit many. But what are you gonna do? Hey, Rob got one. There we go. I gotta set up like a little store for you guys to actually spend the points in. You can buy like new hats and things like that. But of course I gotta crate all that, so. Cool. Okay, so I'm just cutting off some of our bucktail here. We're using this nice super black, like this is black, super black bucktail here. Oh yeah, autocorrect's horrible. Okay, I'm gonna try and stack this. I don't know if this is gonna stack because it's so long. I got so many different sized ends on this, and I don't need like half of what I got, so I'm gonna try and stack it. We'll see how we go. It's pretty freaking long though. If I can get half of it to sit straight, then it will be in a good spot. Looks like, yeah, it looks like it actually might be stacking okay. There we go. Hey, thank you. Thanks for resubscribing there, Robert. I do thoroughly appreciate it, mate. I need to get some more member content only in there for you, other than just the early shorts and whatnot. I'll work on that this week. I should have some time to do that. Okay, here's the mess that we got in the stacker. Look at that. Looks like a broom. Okay, let's see how well we did. Yeah. I mean, it's better than it was. That's broken. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. It always makes me sad when I have to cut off. A large chunk like this and toss it. But what you can do? It's part of the game. Okay. So this is a long wing. We want it to go all the way back to the tail, like so. I'm gonna try and bring it up here. I'm gonna try and get one wrap just around the deer hair. And back to where we had it. Okay. There, I got one wrap around the deer hair. Now we're gonna get our wrap around the hook point and down. There we go. That actually went pretty good. At least it feels good. We'll see what it looks like when we're done. Felt like a really good wrap. Yeah, come on, buddy. My shirt. Oh, this was actually a gift from a subscriber years ago now, but when the subscriber sent it to me, it's Athricon from, see if I can get it in the frame. Anthrocon from Pittsburgh. That's where he's from. Yeah, it was from BD Rider, back when I did moto vlogging. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really happy to have it. And the bright green actually works well for the fly tying. Hey, got a new sub. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Really do. Thanks for joining our little den of coyotes. Okay, we want to make a fairly substantial head to this. We want to have it slightly bigger than the body taper. But overall, she's looking fine. I'm happy with that. Really simple little pattern. I would not be surprised that this thing would just absolutely slam for kokanee. I'm going to have to try a few of these for kokanee, actually. I think a slow drift, if I just drag this along on my canoe, just did like a canoe troll, dragging this behind, I bet that thing would just smash kokanee. They really like the red. Just trying to even the head out there, but I think we got her. There. Yeah, so hopefully everyone's morning's going well. I'm just gonna grab some tea here. There we go. Hey, turned 14. Happy birthday, mate. 14's a great year. 14 to 16 was probably some of my favorite time. You get freedom, you get creativity, you're not stuck with all the adult stuff yet. That's a great year. 14 to 16 is awesome. Enjoy it, man. Everyone else that's double digits here probably all wishes we were back there. Yeah, it's a cool little fly. Yeah, when I was 14, I'd go out fishing like almost every day in the back of our, we lived right next to the river, so I could fish right out of my backyard. It was awesome. And I did a lot of motorbiking. There you go. Well, she's never wrong, so have to be 10. Yeah, that sounds about right. The whole denier and aught system is, as my things get stuck in there. There we go. The whole denier and aught system is really hard to use as a measuring device, to be honest, because it's different for every company. Denier, in my opinion, is a better measure of thread because it's more closer to the thickness and the actual girth of the thread, where denier is a measure of weight. It's measured off of, what is it, a kilometer? I think it's a kilometer of thread, how many ounces of thread it is for a kilometer of length, or something along those lines. I gotta look it up again. But basically that kind of measurement. So the difference with, yeah, if you get like 12 spools of, say, 140D thread and put them all together and look at them under the microscope, they're all going to be completely different. Every brand measures them differently. They try to get as close as they can, but there's no like standardized anything in the whole thread game. Unfortunately, it's nice when the manufacturer actually puts denier and aught on there. They really, really are. And even hook sizes, there's a whole nother ball of wax. I generally stick with uni, but I mean, if it's wrapping the stuff on the hook for you, it really doesn't matter what company you're going with. As long as you're happy with it. Yeah, I've been really happy with the Simplify. I've been actually really happy with the Simplify thread from what I've used. The classic wax is really nice. It's smooth. It doesn't break on me. I do have to admit I'm quite enjoying their threads. Okay, so that's just starting to melt off the wax there now. So give it a moment here and we'll put some. Give it a moment and we'll put some Sally Hansen's on there. It's an ant's gotta have a nice shiny head, right? One spool for $5? It's getting a little on the pricey side. I mean, some thread can be. I try to spend, again, keyword try. I try to get my thread for about $250 to $350 a spool. It's kind of like the sweet spot. But the prices have gone up on everything so much lately that it's really hard to say if I could do that continuously. Now, there is a... Yeah, most do. It's like I've been using this this specific type and bottle for... When I started tying out, I just used like some just cheap old, no name, it didn't even have a label on it, clear nail polish that I stole from my mom. And it had a gold brush and a gold lid that screwed down, and it was square. It almost looked like a Avon product. It might have even been. There we go. So that is a red ant. Really cool and simple pattern. I really like that one. If you want to know a life hack for thread, while we're letting this dry before I do my spin and spiel, I'll give you my life hack. So if you like uni thread, like I do, this stuff, I don't have it handy, but I do have some. I'll have to look up the exact model number. I can post it in the community page. I probably should. But if you like uni thread, it's actually made by Gutenberg, and you can buy. Do I have any Gutenberg thread here? I have this old stuff. It just says West Germany on it. It doesn't actually say company name. Anywho, was it 40? I have the exact model number written down. I thought I had some here. Yeah, but anyway, you can buy it by the kilometer. Like, you can buy this exact thread. It's just not waxed, and that's what Davey actually uses. He'll buy it in bulk. So this is wax. This is specifically made for uni, but you can buy the bulk, the base thread, super cheap. Like you get, a spool like the size of my screen that weighs like 2 pounds for like $15, which is enough for you and several other fly tyers' lifetimes. So if you're tying bulk or tying a lot, like Davey does, I don't think he's ever done a video on it, but I've seen other people do videos, and since Davey always has his wax ready, and a lot of times he's tying with a uni thread, but it's unwaxed, and it's hard to buy that. So I'm almost certain, although he hasn't really said So in any of his videos, I'm almost certain that he's buying it bulk like that. I have the exact model numbers and everything written down. I'll have to post them in the community page. But you can buy one of those spools, one in black, one in white, and one in brown, because those are the three colors they come in. And you could dye it with Sharpie or whatever you got, and um, you'll have enough fly tying thread. You'll have to re-spool it, obviously, from the big spool onto a little one. But you'll have enough black and white thread to last you several lifetimes for like $40. So, good life hack if you don't want to spend $5 a spool. But I'll get those model numbers. I'll post them up in the community page. But awesome life hack if you're going to do a lot of tying and you're worried about how much your thread's costing you. Then you get really good quality thread for absolutely dirt cheap. And it's the exact same thread, it's just not waxed. Okay, so I'll do my spin and spiel here. Sorry to get on a little tangent there, but if you want to save some money on thread, that is an absolute banger of a deal. Yeah, there's many other brands you can go with. It's just the one I'm familiar with, and it's what I like tying with, so I haven't actually re-spooled just because I got so many small spools. I'm going to use those up first, then I'll start re-spooling. Alright, today in the vise we have a red ant. This is tied on a size 6 Aberdeen hook, 2 times long, and it has a nice red hackle for the tail, a peacock green chenille, cactus chenille for the butt, a red floss body all the way up to a wonderful dark brown or black bucktail that goes across as a wing, and a nice red uni thread head. Wonderful little fly. I'm really actually excited to try this one for some kokanee and trout later. I think it's just going to be a banger. Cool little pattern. Awesome looking, easy tie, fun little thing. Add a couple to your box, eh? There you go. Morning, Ewaz. Good to have you in, mate. We'll do up another one of those. That was a fun tie. I just need to find a... I really need to get me some more corks. They're getting all full. I need to get rid of some of these flies, what I need to do. Yeah, you can go hang out with the sofa pillow. You look kind of like you'd like to hang out with a sofa pillow. There we go. Brain shut off. Brain shut off. Alright, let's get another hook out of here. Ugh. I'm actually enjoying these black ones. I like the black. The silver's nice too, but the black's nice for these patterns where you got a lot of pop and bright color. Silver would be fine too, but I'm enjoying this. There we go. In the vise. Number 6. 2 times long Aberdeen hook. I almost forgot I made those little emojis for you. Hopefully you like them. Oh, they were pretty cool. Oh no, I got way many. There you go. There, Rob's playing with all the membership. Where did I put that feather? I just had it. There it is. Speaking of losing stuff, Luca, jeez. There we go. I need to go hunt Turner's channel today. It's been a minute. Yeah, if it wasn't for Turner, I wouldn't be doing live streams. To be honest, he really got me into this. It's all his fault. But I'm grateful for him because this is a lot of fun. I really enjoy myself and get to hang out with all you guys. Oh, this is just a... Sorry, I didn't do my thing and explain everything. I apologize. That is just red hen, cock in the rock. So, just red chicken. Dyed red. You can use saddle hackle too. Here's a little chunk of saddle. The only downside of the saddle is it's quite a bit thinner, so you're going to have to pull off a lot unless you can get into this nice meaty bit. The hen is a little bit more wispy and fills the tail out a lot better. But at the end of the day, it don't really matter. You just have to adjust for that. Just taking the racus wisps off there so we can tie this in nice and smooth. Get that tied down. That's all going to be covered up by our cactus chenille anyway, so not too worried about it. And we want to end that just like a... Well, I got a little thin bobbin, but... Yeah, exactly. That's what these are. They're just ones I have kicking around. Like if I'm not done using the feather, I'll just toss it back in the bag with the cape. And then, or if I pull out too many, which I generally always do. Okay, good luck, man. Fight them fires. Oh, good tea. Okay. Yeah, so we'll get the cactus chenille tied in. I'm actually really liking this kind of darker green one. I was gonna switch to the lighter one, but I really like the way this looks, so we're gonna stick with that till I use it up. I don't really use this. I used to when I was younger, Tyre. I used to love this kind of cactus chenille, but I don't use it as much as I used to. I got gobs of it, but I just don't tie with it as much. It's a little synthetic for my ways, but it works a treat, that's for sure. Can't argue that part. Okay, so we're gonna twist this guy up. For whatever reason, I have a heck of a time twisting this up. We just want to get a nice poofy instead of flat chenille. And yeah, I mean, you don't have to use this shiny stuff. You could, yeah, it's awesome. Anything you want to add like a little attractor bump to, right? Come on, man, I don't want to knock a tail down. There we go. Let's try not to cut it. That's very true. I used to do that lots, actually. Like, especially for like bumblebee kind of patterns and that kind of thing. Where you want to have like two colors going together. Orange and red's always worked really well. I used to twist a lot of white and red too, to be honest, but I never really had much luck with that. I figured it would work well because you got the red and the white, like classic devil spoons and things like that. But yeah, never really had much success with that. I'm not sure why, because the red normally is fire by itself, and the white's a nice kind of neutral attractor to bounce a lot of light. But mixed together, they never seemed to really do much. Not that I didn't catch fish on them, I just didn't catch much. There, I think we got enough in that last little piece to do one more. Alright, let's get that, get that thread body tied in here. And feel free to sub this for something else. You don't need to use, speckled trout, yeah. I haven't caught any of those in a good while. We used to have a lake and creek around here that was chock full of them, but I don't know if it winter killed or what happened. But when I was probably about like 15 and 16, they just kind of went poof. But they were always fun to catch. They weren't very big, but they were super tasty if you fried them up with some butter and salt and pepper. Skin gets all crispy. Yeah, just trying to even this body out a little bit before I start wrapping. You know what? For kicks and giggles, let's do the rotary for this one. See how that goes. I'll tie this up here and get it up in the stand. There we go. Doo-doo-doo. Alright. Yeah, they're super tasty. I don't know why they're so tasty, but they're. Okay, so we're gonna go all the way down. Not so much the tail, but I used to really like the, which fin is that? The front little, front fins. Not adipose, which is it now? Flounder, hey? That sounds interesting. Trying to get this without a bump in it if I can manage. Yeah, I can't say I've heard bad things about flounder, so. I don't imagine they're, I don't know, are they hard to catch? You gotta put some skill in, or are they just kind of grab anything that floats by? I would imagine they're a schooling fish. So if you get one, you probably get a bunch. I don't know. Don't fish for them. Would like to one day. That'd be fun. Really? Okay. I think that's what I've seen when I've watched on the YouTubes. Just leave a light thread base down here just so nothing's slipping on us. And then we'll go back and we'll tie that in. Okay, so that's why you probably see people fishing on like by piers and stuff where it's by an outlet or inlet, I guess, depending on which way the tide's going. That makes sense. Alright, let's see if we can do this crazy stacking job like we did last time, because that actually worked out pretty good. So we're gonna go with, that's probably more than we need, but I'd rather go with a little bit more and thin it out than a little too less. Okay. I guess it'd have to be, because they have to come and go, right? Because a lot of those areas get, like you said, too shallow with the tides and everything. Autocorrect sorghum. Well, I'm fairly certain that AI won't take over the world is because autocorrect still doesn't work. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna have to tap this for a minute. Get all these guys falling down. It's a shame to throw this, toss this deer here, but I might be able to spin it. But we're not doing that today, but yeah, it looks pretty good. Lack of fire is always a good thing, unless you're cooking, I guess. Okay, just gonna pack that. I'm gonna hold it here and just get rid of any loose ones. Oh, I bet, actually, that makes sense. There we go. Hey Val, good to have you in, mate. Okay, so one wrap around the deer here. Ugh. One wrap around the shank in the right spot if I can get it. There we go. Don't mind me, I'm gonna try and change this song, but first I wanna know what the name of it is. Act, alright. So I can take it out of my playlist. This one always annoys me. There we go. I'll remove it next time. Alright, getting distracted there. That felt like that tied in really well. So let's see what we got here. Maybe one more wrap. That really felt like it landed nice, so yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Nice and on top there. Just don't tell that to the female fish, right? Okay, let's cut that off. Gently, gently, gently. Cut that off on an angle here. And just building up that head from the base now. Really? That's cool. I'm just building up the head here. I want it to be just a little thicker than the body. Oh, I missed your live if you were on last night. I'm sorry. It was super busy at work. I had to hire more people like always, but they're not going to. Well, they are at some point, but... Really cool. Good deal. I'm actually going to... I finished that off, but there's like a little hollow right here. I just want to fill in first, and then I'll tie that in again. Just a wee hollow. There we go. It's a little better shape. Let's just get a whip finish on there again. Okay, I'll throw some head cement on there, call it good. There we go. Let's give it a minute to set. little Sally Hansen's to spruce that up. Give it a nice, shiny, secure head there. One or two little wisps from the, I might regret trying to pull these out, but I'm gonna give it a go, see if I can do it. One or two just very small. Yeah, I've heard that, actually. Why it would work any better than regular corn, I don't know, but I've heard that from several people saying that's a good thing to use. There we go. Got another black ant. He's a little wobbly. Yeah, I guess it would be a little bit more of a pink color, wouldn't it? Come on, buddy. Straighten out a little bit. There, that's a little better. Alright, so I'm going to do my spin and spiel. Be right back with you guys. In the vise, we got a red ant. This is tied on a size 6, 2 times long Aberdeen hook. It has a red hackle tail, a red floss body with a micro chenille peacock cactus butt, a wing made from a dark bucktail or dark mule deer bucktail, and a red uni-thread head, all nicely lacquered up. Cool little fly. It was originally tied by a bunch of steelheaders in the BC area when they wanted something a little more robust, a little darker, bigger, Royal Coachman type pattern. I'm really excited to give this a try for some kokanee as well in the lakes around here. I think it would just smash kokanee and trout, so I'm excited to give that a try this year. It's a cool little pattern. Throw a couple in your box, eh? There we go. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do for today. Get ready for work. Another work day, fixing printers and saving the world. I really think it does. I really think it looks really cool. My view counts on the current thing are all off really badly because it's saying like 0 people, 1 person, 2 people. And I know there's more than that in the chat. So, well, it's a little bit off. But that's okay, is what it is. All good. Hey, so we just want to thank Valhalla, Rob for coming in, Luca, K-Fish Pro, Jack Pepper, Grub, Ewaz, Wee Man. We had Maddie in for a little bit as well. Always a pleasure to spend some morning with you. And happy birthday, K-Fish Pro. You enjoy your birthday, mate. Have a wonderful day. Hey, Dustin. Hey, thanks for using my little icons. Appreciate that. Sorry, Dustin. We're just closing up. You'll have to catch the VOD after. Thanks, guys. It's all good. Thanks for saying hi.